To Just Geeking Out. We're talking geek. I'm Lawrence St. Victor, and this is my cousin Chris,
What up? What up?
champion of the
You
universe.
can't give me the option to put a title because I'm gonna put some. I'm gonna put some nonsense.
Who the heck am I to tell you you're not, sir?
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
how goes it? It's been a while since we've
It's
done
been
this,
a
man.
minute, man. It's been a minute. When we were in we traveling. I was all across the. I was in Nebraska. I was in Arkansas. I was in
Wow.
Tennessee, and then I went to Oklahoma and been bouncing around. You've been doing cool stuff.
Yeah. I told them a bit of it last week. I shot a film with Dennis Haysbert, the president of 24.
So I was upset with Lawrence 2 weeks ago, and I told Lawrence, tell his cool new friends that all states for suckers and I have progressive insurance because I was in my feelings because he was filming a movie and he has spent time to spend with his cousin. But it's all right though.
Hey, you know. But it was some really cool people, man.
Good.
Joey, I always mispronounce his last
Joey
name.
Pants.
Joey Pants, but Joey Pantley, Joey Pants, yes. Who Sopranos, freaking
Matrix.
Matrix, all the way. He was in
Bad
Risky Business.
Boys.
I mean, come on, Bad Boys. He was in Risky Business with Tom Cruise.
No shoot.
He was the brother in Goonies.
No shoot.
Remember,
Yes.
so like he's been in everything. He was such a sweetheart. No, I had a good time, man. Good time. And also, we saw Superman and Fantastic Four. We talked about Superman,
Yep.
but I actually do not know your thoughts on Fantastic Four much.
First of all, I liked it. I like Fantastic Four. I really like that aesthetic.
Yeah,
I like that retro. What's it called?
that retro
The
future.
retro future. Yeah, I like that a lot. I thought it was super cool. It was kind of like the Jetsons. It was different.
Yeah,
Which
yeah,
I think right now I'm embracing stuff that is different. And I think Marvel's realizing that there's fatigue, and I think they're doing changes. Like Thunderbolts didn't follow the same formulaic ideas as the other
right,
stories. I
right.
think Fantastic Four didn't either. So I liked it.
Yeah, I think people said superhero fatigue isn't a thing. It's like bad movie fatigue, and
No,
I
it's
and I disagree with that. I feel like no matter how good movies are, the fact that you're kind of getting the same kind of film, it loses how special it is.
it's the same pattern. Unlikely hero develops powers. They learn to embrace or learn to control their powers. They defeat a mindless horde, and then they fight the big bad guy.
Yeah,
And we kind of followed that through Blue Beetle's the same way, Avengers the same way.
I mean, it's that way in the comics. Like the
Yeah,
superhero has, and I think it works when you have a movie theater filled with Training Day and Matrix. Like there's other big movies out that aren't superhero movies, but over a long period of time, with the exception of your Jurassic Parks and stuff, it's mainly been Marvel. And I feel
yeah,
like like we love 5-star steaks, but you can't eat it every week.
it's true. It's true. No, it's
So
absolutely true. And I think they're realizing that they're putting more effort, more creativity into some of these stories and realizing they don't need the same formula for every superhero story out there.
no, and I think Superman was so refreshing because it did the opposite. It wasn't slow and it was fast
It
paced.
was. It was.
Fantastic Four, I thought was slow, but I felt like, well, it's because Marvel as a whole needed to slow down. It was doing too
Yeah.
much.
Yeah. It was doing everything.
So it's like we're gonna.
Everything and nothing all at once.
Yes, I didn't like the end though.
No?
I felt like there's two, and I talked to our friend Jack about this. There's two things that happened at the end that I despised. One is James Gunn doing so. Like we've seen Superman in the movies and TV shows for a very long time.
Right.
Yet Superman's flying, the hordes are all over him. He spins like a corkscrew. It was like a tornado with his heat vision. James Gunn still found a really cool way to showcase his powers we've never seen before. So I'm watching this new Fantastic Four film, and I'm waiting to see that X-Men Danger Room where family, we know how to fight together, the strategy of using their powers together in unison to, like the Incredibles, like how do
Right,
you guys work together? And
right.
like their display of their powers was kind of weak, and I needed a bigger display in the third act. Like Mr. Fantastic, his kryptonite was being stretched to death.
What's his kryptonite
That's
was his
what you do.
right.
Is that not what you do?
Right.
So yeah, and then I get with Sue Storm's sacrifice, but she did. She just pushed him. I needed more.
Yeah.
I needed more. I needed more. You know.
You know what? I think it was just nice to have a Fantastic Four movie that wasn't terrible. I don't know if you recall Fan Four Stick.
I still haven't watched it and won't.
You
I won't
should.
watch it.
You should watch it. You should watch it and then look back and be like,
This is amazing.
exactly. That's exactly
Yeah,
how you're gonna feel. Exactly how you're gonna
yeah. But no, I love the aesthetic. What else is there? Are you caught up on Peacemaker?
Nope. Watch the first episode. I got the second episode of the hopper for tonight.
Same, me too. I haven't
Yeah.
finished. I started watching and I started dozing off because I'm old and tired,
That's
and I'm
fine.
like, I got to show more respect.
Right. So okay, let's talk about the first episode. What'd you think? Because okay, to be fair to everyone listening, you and I had kind of had a conversation about this
We did,
earlier in
we
the week.
did, we did.
And my take was I enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to him getting back to kind of himself and his code. And you had a very opposite reaction.
Oh, a complete opposite reaction.
Yeah.
Because I don't want I don't think you can build a show or a movie off Peacemaker you want. I think he'll be like he'll be the antagonist or a catalyst or something in someone else's story. Like Vigilante in the series, right?
Right.
He is crazy and funny and goofy. And he's allowed to be because he's the side character. But the second you focus the story on him, then you need to see him evolve and want to change or not change or whatever. But what you want, I don't think is main character energy.
I'm telling you, what I want is what's going to happen. He's going to double down on his. It may be modified, but his sense of righteousness and justice and his indignation is gonna start to take over. He's gonna go back to what, like,
Oh yeah, I believe it, but he's not going to stay there
ah,
because then there's no show.
we'll see. We'll see.
If
He may,
he goes back, it's only so by the series finale.
I don't think he's gonna go back all the way, but I need him to be back and confident again in who he is and eat peace, mother effer. Like,
He won't. This and the show's over.
we'll see.
You won't, because for him to confidently like arrive at who he's supposed to be, that's your series finale. No TV show do your main characters ever solve the problem until the very end.
Yeah.
And then sometimes they die or they figured it out or get away with it. But yeah, so he might go bad just so he can become good again.
Well, I think he's gonna become good with spoiler alert in that new pocket dimension with his father and his brother.
Well, here's the thing with Peacemaker, right? Like, he can't go back to the way he was in the Suicide Squad.
Correct. I agree.
That was a straight up villain.
Right.
He could be more like the Punisher, a little more funny. He kind of is.
He is a Punisher. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I can see that, but he can still have his twisted sense of justice and still be somewhat a good guy. Kinda. Sorta.
He can. And I think that's not even his issue. His issue is he just wants to feel loved and accepted.
He does. He does.
Well,
And no matter how big the orgy is, he still doesn't feel that love. He needs real love.
he needs real love, not this.
The orgy love.
But can we talk about how my man got 30 people down? And like, hey, who can get 30 people?
All I know is he's in the lifestyle.
Let me tell you something, Chris. Not even the lifestyle, just a good old fashioned cookout. Do you have like 40 people you can just call right now to come
No,
over and have a burger?
no, I could absolutely, absolutely not.
like you can I think he's more connected to people than he realizes. I
Exactly,
don't know that many people.
but he can call like, "Yo,
Yo,
get here and get butt naked because it's on."
and ready. They're ready. Drop what they were doing was
They were like,
ready.
"What? It's that Peacemaker? You know how a Peacemaker party goes down?"
Man. No, how did you like the fact that James Gunn retconned or reshot the because you saw the
The
previous
flashback?
thing on. Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. I think it was smart. I think it was a really, really, really smart way to kinda incorporate the new universe without having to be, using stupid plot devices. Just say, "This is what it is," and
This is
that's
what
it.
it is.
It
Well,
was kinda cool.
the Snyder fanboys were very upset
Of course, they're upset. They're
about the
upset
whole
about
thing.
everything. I don't know.
And I said on the last episode, I said it said previously on DCU's Peacemaker.
Right.
They're like, we're showing you. You know this as a geek. The multiverse is vast, but some characters across multiverses have a similar story with very minor changes.
It was true.
Peacemaker in this universe has a similar story with Peacemaker in the DCEU's universe. Difference is the other players in that world are different.
Right.
So James Gunn said previous. He didn't say previously on Peacemaker. He said
No,
previously on
I
DCU
thought it was
Peacemaker.
very, very, very smart how he did
Yeah,
it, and I liked it.
yeah.
Did you talk about how the episode 1 was Deadpool versus Wolverine?
No.
Shot for shot?
I mean, it kind of. You got a guy who wants to join the Justice Gang or the
Okay.
Avengers, getting
Okay,
shot down.
first we pick up at a low point in his life,
Yeah.
just like Deadpool, right?
But after a movie where he saves the day and like should have proven himself to be a hero.
Just like Peacemaker,
There
he
we
just
go.
saved the world, and he's at a low point in his life. Then he's looking for acceptance into the superhero team,
Yes. And there's a girl that he has affection for that is like he's losing or
right?
lost but never had.
Right? Then he
Very
gets
much
rejected
so.
from said superhero team,
Yeah. Gets rejected from said superhero team
and then he
and
gets
then finds his way into the
to
multiverse.
the multiverse. It's true.
And I mean, even Deadpool wound up getting a version of himself killed in the multiverse too.
It's true. It's true.
I will say, Peacemaker.
It was nice pool too. And this guy was in this
He
Peacemaker.
was he was the hero.
He was the hero.
Very interesting. I
Very.
thought I thought Peacemaker's handling it much better. Like the biggest issue with the multiverse is you have to tell a good story with it. It can't just be a cameo fest. You know, Spider-Man No Way Home like opened the door for a really great multiverse story. But once you get Toby and Andrew back, you kind of like that's as big as it's gonna get. Like I don't like I'm happy
Yeah.
Blade came back and Deadpool and Chris Evans surprised me. But once you see Andrew and Toby back as Spider, like you
It blow. I mean, that you realistically, that's not fair to compare because that's a moment that's like a mind blowing moment, right? And like,
so stop trying to top it.
right,
Stop trying to top
exactly.
it with
You're not gonna top
Elektra
that,
and Blade and Gambit. Like you can put them in the film, but they have to really serve a point because nothing's gonna beat the cameos of Toby and Andrew in the
nothing's gonna
same.
be. Do you remember with being in the theater with that camera? Do you remember? Did your
Bro,
audience like clap and gasp?
oh, gasp! Well, because first off, when Andrew came in, because he's been lying, he was lying to the press. He's a
Right,
good liar. When he
right.
came in, we went crazy. And I think most of us thought, well, this is it, and we're happy with this. Toby coming through, we were like, y'all got Toby Maguire back? I knew Andrew, there was a possibility with Andrew, because he's a geek and he wasn't satisfied with how his films. And I knew Andrew
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
was a
They tried to build that Ultimate Spider-Man universe, and they had potential because his parents were still alive, and ended on a cliffhanger. They just never got that third round.
no, and I didn't care for his universe too much, but he was amazing in it. The actors were great.
It's not the fault of his universe, and this is another thing that we've spoken about is because Sony they have to remake a Spider-Man every so often, or if they lose the rights to it.
Yeah.
That we were kind of forced with a kind of a reboot that was really, really way too close
Too close and
to
too
the Raimi.
well, but they were also being cheap because they could have done Spider-Man 4. Toby was down,
Right.
but it was much cheaper to reboot it with lesser known actors than pay Toby and Kirsten Dunst and everyone else and Sam Raimi how much money they should be getting paid for Part 4. So
That's
there's
true.
significant. So that being said, yeah, like the Amazing Spider-Man series has felt redundant, and it felt the first Amazing Spider-Man film felt like everybody was trying to do that Christopher Nolan thing. Everything's gonna be gritty and dark and grounded, and then they got rid of all that in Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man 2, and Jamie Foxx was in Electro. It just didn't hit. It didn't hit.
Did it hit? Did it hit?
But he was great. Emma Stone was great. So yeah, when Andrew came out, I was surprised. I was happy, but when Toby stepped out, I was like,
Me too.
no
Everyone
way.
thought, yeah, and I saw it on I think I saw it on opening night, so it was a real surprise for everyone
Yeah, me too.
because it wasn't like Deadpool where they kind of alluded to mass cameos. This
Yeah,
was like,
they gave it all away in Deadpool. Um, Also, like I come from the age, and you do too, of like getting cameos or kind of nods, but like not being committed. Like I feel like something like this could have happened back in the day, and Toby would have never put on the costume.
yeah,
Right? Like we had a whole Smallville series of Clark going to become Superman, and in the finale, he still don't put on the suit.
no, don't you just get like a chest,
Yeah, like they won't give us what we want. So the fact that they all suited up,
and fought, man, that scene where they're swinging together, there's three of them in the air.
bro, and didn't just suit up. They made sure they wore their costumes from their
Oh,
movie, not
yes,
some updated version. Like,
yes,
no, it's that
yes.
we're giving you, bro. It was great. So that being said, I think Peacemaker is handling the multiverse really great because it's not about the cameos or who we're gonna see. It's really about that sliding doors. Like if my father was this way or my brother lived, maybe my life could have been different.
Right,
And I love sliding door multiverse stories. Like what
yeah,
if I went left that day? And you get to
right,
see your whole life play out of. So
right.
I'm in. I'm loving Peacemaker.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Hold on one second. So let's do this. It'll be all right.
What else is there? Oh, I don't know if you watched this, but Dexter's amazing.
So you know
Dex
they canceled the Dexter prequel.
They did, yes. Which is do you watch Dexter?
I do not watch Dexter.
It's you like Dexter.
So I watched the original season. I watched I think the first season of the original series,
Yeah.
and that being good. I just fell off because you just fall off sometimes. Um, but yeah, no, I've just been seeing a lot of news about the
Because the
prequel.
prequel series it did well. And I watched it. I felt it was redundant. I didn't need it because it's like 7 years or 8 years before the events of Dexter season one.
Okay,
So they're so close in time. It's like it's not like him as a child. It's him as like he's 22 and
right.
Dexter takes place, he's 30. It's like this it's such a short window of time to do a prequel.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
But it was still fun and it did really well. But I think they decided they didn't want these different versions of Dexter.
yeah. I get that.
And the new season of Dexter is fire.
I'm gonna try and get into it. I think I'm gonna get into it. I know my wife was a Dexter fan.
That's a lot of Dexter to catch up on. It's
Yeah.
a lot because you got to watch the original series, then you got to watch the sequel series. You can skip the prequel a bit. But
Wait. Time out. So this is the third. I think this is the fourth Dexter series. So you have the original.
yes,
You have a sequel series.
you have Dexter, and then you have Dexter Original Sin, which was the
Okay.
first sequel series. Because the
Okay.
end of the first Dexter was terrible, worst ending of all time.
Okay.
Won't give it away. Then you got Dexter Original Sin, which is, you pick up with Dexter like 10 years later. No, longer, 15 years. No, almost, yeah, about 15 years later. And then events happen in that series. And then we get the prequel after that series.
Okay.
And now we're into Dexter Resurrection.
Uh,
So there's 4 series, but honestly, 3 out of the 4 series all went into production over the last like 5 years.
right.
Dexter was done when it was done. And then, 15 years later, they decided to do all these revivals.
He's a talented dude. I mean, I was a big fan of him from 6 Feet Under. Did you watch 6 Feet Under?
It was too morbid for me, man.
Yeah, he was good on it.
It was too morbid for me. Seeing all those dead bodies, it's too young.
Yeah,
Too young. But it's good. You got a lot of TV to watch.
a lot of TV. We're rewatching. I never watched the final season of Atlanta, so this weekend we've been watching. You don't think Atlanta?
I felt that Atlanta was a really great rags to riches kind of hood story,
Right.
with episodes that kind of like stretched it. But the final season, I felt like it's just not cohesive. This is just what's his face, Donald Glover, just making these really interesting, weird short films. But
Yeah.
I'm missing like what I loved about season 1 and 2, which is just these guys.
Yeah. I
know.
want Darius to have his own series. He's
Well,
the whole show.
That freaking episode with Mr.
Teddy
Perkins. Teddy
Yes.
Perkins. Teddy freaking Perkins. No, that was too much for Shay. Shay was like, "What is this?" I'm like, "This
Yeah.
is perfect." One of these episodes this season, but I felt like the last season, it's almost every episode is like a Teddy Perkins.
I like the Black Entertainment News Network. When he was on Montague and they had like the commercials.
Yes. So I'm down for it, but I felt like, but then I'm not going to knock a man's creativity. Do your thing. But yeah, I prefer the season 1 Paperboy.
Paperboy, all about your Paperboy.
But what else? I've been watching California Dreams.
What's that?
You don't remember? Are you serious?
Yes.
So I stumbled upon an old episode of California Dreams on YouTube, and it just keeps showing up. California Dreams. You don't remember?
Like the fake 90210?
No, that was like came on like after Saved by the Bell. Surf to use with attitude.
Oh yeah, I never watched that. I was like, I never watched that. I never watched 15 on Nickelodeon. I never watched.
You didn't watch. Well, what about the NBC lineup? Because you got Hang Time, Saved by the Bell, California Dreams. Yeah. What were you watching on Saturday?
Saturday after the cartoons went off, we had that weird ninja show. I know you watched it because we talked about it as kids. It was like this weird ninja.
Oh, like fake Mortal Kombat. That one.
Yes. If anyone knows what it is, it was on like Saturday mornings in the early '90s, and it was like a fake Mortal Kombat where
on Fox. That's what Fox was doing.
It was a Fox thing.
No, man, NBC Hang Time, California Dreams, City Guys. We got none of this. Did you watch Saved by the Bell?
Not really.
You didn't do them teens. You didn't do those teen sitcom dramas.
I did it. I hated. Did you watch 15 on Nickelodeon?
I don't even know what that is.
Did you watch Welcome Freshman?
Yes.
Okay, Welcome Freshman I like because it was funny.
Yes.
But I didn't watch something else. After that, I went.
What about Pete and Pete? While we're on Nickelodeon, you was watching Pete and Pete.
Put some respect on Pete and Pete's name.
Pete and Pete.
I just watched a clip. There's a clip floating around that shows all the celebrity cameos that was on Pete and Pete. LL Cool J was on it. Like,
dude, Pete and Pete was the truth.
Please, Artie, the strongest man in the world.
Yep. There was one episode that alluded to like maybe he is. My guy was making his girl like, why you got a tattoo? He's 10 years old. Petunia.
Yeah.
Come on. Salute your shorts.
Okay. First of all, we're talking about 2 different categories here.
Right.
Salute your shorts. Hey, dude. Pete and Pete.
But NBC's lineup was just more high school, but they were still funny. They were still sitcom-y. They still had laugh tracks. Saved by the Bell. Saved by Zach Morris.
So I watch Saved by the Bell occasionally. I'm not anti Saved by the Bell, but I watch way more Hey Dude and Pete and Pete and
You're a
Salute Your
Nickelodeon
Short.
guy. I
Big time
am too,
Nickelodeon.
but I still was watching NBC Saturday afternoons, man.
In fact, when we were had our old podcast, I spoke to a bunch of the people from Salute Your Shorts,
Yeah,
and
Donkey
they all
Lips.
wanted money. So we're like, no. The, the guy who played Donkey Lips was I felt for him, and I almost considered it just because he's like, I'm having a really really hard time now. I'm trying to, he's down on his luck, and he's just trying to do anything he can to try and pay the bills.
People don't realize like only the 1% of actors are making the kind of living you think they are.
True, true,
I know. Let me rephrase that. Less than 1% are making the kind of living you think they are.
right.
1% are working consistently and aren't in a position to stop working. 5% work, and the rest are unemployed.
It's funny you say that because not you because you're more established, but a lot of people you went to school
Mm.
with that I use as an example when someone says like they'll be talking about their kids and they're like, my child wants to be an actor and he is his head in the clouds or whatever. I say, I know a lot of people through my cousin who are working actors who are, they're not super duper famous, but they're supporting themselves and they can do their living. And I feel like seeing you and seeing the people that some of the people you came up with and some of their successes and stuff like that, it gives me hope for people who are like trying to follow their dreams. Like, you know, not everyone's gonna be an A-list celebrity, but
Hmm.
you can if you work extremely hard and then do what you're supposed to do, you can make a living doing this. And
You can, and it's hard, and it's one of the only industries, in my opinion, that is not based on how good you are. That plays a factor. But there's also a lot of luck involved. There's a lot of right time involved. There's a lot of right look, right age, things that are out of your. So much of it's out of your control. And but yeah, there's room. Like some people are making a living doing theater, right? Like there's space. Now the DiCaprios, that's less than 1%.
so yeah, I agree. Yeah, I tell them that too. So that I think I'm realistic in what my
But you
expectations.
still going for that. You still
Of course,
you
why not?
still
You'd be silly not to strive
right.
for. No one's gonna strive for like supreme mediocrity.
Listen, but here's the thing: like everyone, and we're kind of like off the geeky tangent, but this goes for any industry. You can always be unsatisfied,
Yeah,
right? Like you have The Rock, who has like $1 billion franchise altogether, his box office, Mr. Box Office. But he's not looked at as a critically acclaimed actor, has no Oscar nominations, right? But then you get an actor like Daniel Day-Lewis, who wins Oscars all the time, but he can't open up a movie.
that's
Like
true.
like like the grass is always greener,
That's
right?
true. That's true. Well, now, let me ask you this: as an actor, what would you rather have? The be a beloved franchise actor or be this prestigious award-winning actor?
I think the question doesn't even come down to, for some people it comes down to that, but I think for me and a lot of people I know, it comes down to like once you're in a position where this is what I do for a living, I no longer have to worry about money because I have jobs.
Right,
It really comes down to, yes, what you're doing and do you like what you're doing, but more importantly, do you like who you're doing it with?
right.
Because you can be on Peacemaker and everyone is an ass.
Yeah.
James Gunn is terrible to work for. So you're on this hit show and everybody loves you, but going to work is like a terrible experience.
Let, let me ask you this: when you're at that level, what's more important, the respect of your fans as like a franchise actor, or the respect of your peers as more of a prestige type actor?
I think it has to be neither. I think it can't be the respect of your fans because they'll love you today, hate you tomorrow. They're
Right.
fickle. Who are they? They're nameless void. And the respect of your peers, sure. but it comes down to like Keanu Reeves isn't the best actor in the world, but he works all the time because he's actually a really great person.
Right.
And when you're a director that's going to be stuck in Nova Scotia for 8 months shooting a film, you don't want a bunch of people that's going to make you go crazy.
Right.
So you find yourself away from your family. You find yourself shooting these long projects, and yes, it's about what the project is, especially if it's going to help you get to the next level. But it really comes down to like, who am I spending? I'm spending more time with these people than my own family.
Yeah. Yeah. Makes
So
sense.
it's like, would I rather be a franchise or a critically acclaimed? I'd rather do work that I care about, that resonates with people that I enjoy creating with.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you can be in freaking The Dark Knight and it's amazing. And I asked you how was working on that film, and you're like, it was absolutely terrible.
Yeah. Yeah.
These people were a nightmare. I couldn't wait to go home. I
Yeah.
miss my family, and these people were a nightmare.
Yeah.
So, because that's real.
Yeah. Absolutely. No, it's true. It's true.
There's a friend of mine with some other director, big director, I forgot his name, who like always has like meetings with every actor just to see if they're crazy.
Right.
Because he's like, I'm about to bring you on board and be stuck with you
Of
for
course, it's a
months.
liability. I get it.
Or just, but even just your mental health. They may not be like crazy, like they do something wrong, but it's like, I do not want to spend 5 months with you.
It's true.
I'd rather get an actor who isn't as good as you, but will make this an enjoyable
So,
experience.
and I think that says a lot. I think that says a lot. Like I know if I was an actor, I'd want to be a franchise guy, but with extremely strong work ethic. Right. So I would be respected by my peers because when I would get there, I wouldn't be a prima donna. I'd do my job, get my job done, and that's kind of how in my fantasy. That's how I would be if I was an A-lister.
Yeah, I think there's merit to that, but you want to be a franchise player. But then when you become that, then you want to do like The Rock has the movie coming out, I forgot the name of it, but he's doing his drama. You want to do other things.
Yeah.
But I think if you were to ask every actor who's in a position to choose what they want to do, it's who's the director first, before what the script is, before what it is. Who am I working with
Right.
first? Because it ain't even worth it. I would hate to be in a franchise that every time they're telling me we're about to shoot a sequel, and I'm like, I got to be with this again.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
I can't stand him or her. That
Like
would
Vin Diesel.
suck. I ain't calling it, but listen, that would suck.
Rock, Vin Diesel. Yeah, makes sense.
That would suck. And that's your life. That's like you kissing your wife and your child. I'll see you guys in 6 months. I'm going to go be miserable.
Yeah.
And you're in a position where you don't need to make this movie to pay the bills. Like if you get to that point,
Yeah. Yeah.
then it's like that's why you got like guys like people that's like, yo, I'm only working with Seth Rogen. When he comes, when he's directing, I'm in. Or I'm only working with Ben Stiller. When he calls, I always answer. When
Right.
Christopher Nolan calls, I say yes before I read the script, just
Yeah.
because it's Nolan, and not just because he's brilliant, but I love working with him.
That makes sense. I get that.
Yeah. Back to geeky stuff.
What else you got, Larry? What else you got?
Yo, okay, so I showed this last week, but I want to show you. I'll show you two that I showed last week. But I got this Azrael. I haven't opened them up
Oh,
yet. This is
that's
a new
fire.
one. There was a one before this one that was
I
red.
I have the one. Which one do I have? Oh no, I don't have the Azrael. I have the Azrael like the flaming sword. Like
Oh, yeah. You don't have Batman Azrael.
no,
You
I
have
don't.
him.
I do, but not from McFarlane.
hmm I mean, this is the one I really wanted, but then
That's the one I want. That's the one everybody
he
wants.
was
What?
hard to get.
Time out.
So
Time
hard
out.
to get.
Time out. Why would they give you a picture of the one you actually want?
Because that's McFarlane. That's McFarlane. They're like just like things aren't making sense anymore. And this would be fine for a kid, but this is like these are for adult collectors, and some people collect in box, and it's like put an image of anyway.
That.
But
Don't tell me what I want.
there was one that came out before this one. This is a repaint. There was one that came out before this one that was red, but the platinum version was the blue one. And it's like, we all want the
Okay.
blue one. Why would you make that?
Where does the red one even show up? That has to be post
This
like
is like this
Nightfall.
is like his final form. So like he has the blue costume at first that we saw. Then he
Right.
kind of gets an armored blue one.
Yes.
Then it shifts into armored red, where he's like full on. I'm killing all the bad guys. I'm no longer even carrying remotely the code of Bruce Wayne.
Right.
So I wasn't gonna get him, but he was one of them figures. If I saw hanging on the peg, I had to grab. I saw him hanging in the aisle. I said I got to scoop
Right.
this
If it's
guy.
in the wild, I guess.
He
Yeah.
was he was in the wild. I ain't
But that's
pre-ordered
such a
him.
tease, though, man.
Oh, listen, that's McFarlane. I got this guy. Now, what you know about that?
Ooh, what is that?
Spider-Man
Oh,
1977.
oh shoot! Look at the
So
belt.
you remember the old Spider-Man
Yes.
series
Yes. I know
or
exactly what you're talking about.
movies? I
Yeah.
love these. This Nicholas Hammond was my Spider-Man. He was my Spider-Man for like 15 years before Toby popped up. I was watching old reruns of the 1970s series. My dad would rent the videotapes from the video store.
That
I
is awesome.
love this Spider-Man. Spider-Man the Chinese Web is my jam. So to put him next to my Marvel Legends Toby and Andrew and Tom,
It's only
this
due.
this is the Spider-Man. No, like he should have been in it in some way, shape, or form. Some respect on Nicholas Hammond. And then I got something you might need to get.
Let me see.
The bootleg
Oh.
Mafex. Hush, Batman. It's the bootleg. And I'm going to do a versus video, this versus the Mafex, to see if this $24 figure, how it measures up against a $60+ figure. And let me tell you already, it's looking good, Chris.
I'm gonna tell you right now. It's from what I see, it's trumping freaking McFarlane right now.
Oh, yeah. These bootlegs is yeah.
So what I'm hoping is now with the license going back and with all these Chinese companies coming out, it forces because Mattel has a license now, right?
It will sometime in 2026, yeah.
I'm hoping it forces them to raise the bar.
Well, look at this. And you told me not to get them, but I did anyway. I got the Fon Joy Superman, right? This is the Fon Joy Chinese made Superman. Not a bootleg, this is legit.
Right.
And look at him, like he blows the McFarlane one out the window.
Oh shoot.
Like even the color.
Yeah. It looks like the Fondre looks like it has cloth on. It looks like
Yeah. And and this is the deluxe version. And guess what? I don't see these in store. So I bought this off McFarlane's website. So these two figures are a $10 difference.
Yep.
Two cryptos, one crypto. Look at his stand. Yo, he blows them out the water.
We talked about this too. If you're giving me you're not giving me any accessories anymore, McFarlane.
No.
If you give me a flying figure, give me a freaking flight stand.
And check this out real quick. I just want to show you this. I just want to show you. So you know I went all in
Yep.
on Superman figures.
Right.
So I got the Ultraman, right? Now we know who Ultraman is by this point. Spoiler, he's a clone of Superman.
Right.
They don't, I don't know if you can see this, but they don't scale well together.
No.
Ultraman is bigger than the Superman we got. But guess who he does scale well with? The Fonjoy.
Boy.
Fonjoy scales better with the McFarlane figures.
When you're building scenes on your shelf, that's important, man.
I mean, listen. So I think I don't know what Mattel's gonna do. I don't know how collector friendly they're gonna be, or they're gonna just make it more about the kids. Well, we got some time. I know McFarlane's still gonna do the Supergirl film that comes out in July next year.
Yeah.
So we still got some time. But
Okay.
that's it. And one more thing, some comics, and then you can do. I'm gonna give you the big screen for your unveiling. But we had a conversation a little while ago about you're tired. You don't need to see another origin story for heroes we already have.
Yep.
And I made the argument, yes, we do. And here's the further my argument. I've been reading this joint, and it's pretty dope. It's been out for a little bit, but it's Frank Miller's Superman Year One.
Okay.
And it's really good. It's really good. Now, this is his origin story, but it's very different than this one. Superman for All Seasons, where it kind of
Right.
shows his origin, which
Right.
is very different. Then I got that absolute Superman, this version. Now that I said that to say there are differences in these origin stories that do make the character feel. In Frank Miller's one, he goes to the armed forces. He becomes like he joins the Navy.
So let me put a caveat. I'm okay with origin story, like in a comic book form, especially when you have a writer like Frank Miller or like the Stan Lee takes something like that. I enjoy that. Like I'm absolutely enjoying Absolute Batman right now because it's a totally different take on a character that I already know. But
Right.
I don't need the origin story so much on the big screen.
But Man of Steel is a completely different take than James Gunn's Superman. Those Clark's origins are not the same.
No, they're not. But I want to get to actual Supermaning as opposed to
Well,
the
yeah, we don't need to do the origin story formula where we spend 40 minutes of him not being in the suit, but you can do it in a flashbacky way or a way that's not as, making you wait for it. But I think the real issue is we shouldn't be having all these reboots to begin with. That's the problem.
I agree.
Having a reboot right after a reboot right after the
I
reason I don't think we really cared about seeing Ben Affleck's Bruce Wayne parents die, but it was just right after we saw Christian Bale's. It was a 2 years right after the final Dark Knight film. I think we're having reboots too close back to back.
I agree. I
You
agree.
know,
I agree.
but that
Because
brings
you could do the Batman where you can jump into them. I don't need a reboot. I'm good with a different take with a new story. Like, give that to
but
me.
but here's my thing. This is where we'll disagree. The Batman, I want an origin because his origin is vastly different than Ben Affleck's. I can't take what I saw of Christian Bale with Ra's al Ghul trained by ninjas. That did not happen to Robert
Right.
Pattinson's Bruce Wayne.
Sure.
Maybe the problem is stop giving me all these different versions of Batman and just give me one in give me a Star Wars Batman series where it's the same story, it just evolves and goes on forever.
Let me ask you a question. Could you think it would work if say that okay, we understand the same actor's not gonna play Batman, the same runner is not gonna run the whole franchise. But could it work if we kept Batman the same and we just kept evolving him and evolving him and evolving him? You have new actors, new
Like
people.
Bond,
There you go.
I think it could if as long as components are in place. Why not?
Right.
I think, and like I said, origin doesn't have to be the whole movie, but I do want to see how Robert Pattinson became Batman. He didn't have a Lucius Fox building all his gadgets, just
That's
like he did
true.
it by himself. So I want to see well, how did you learn to do it? I know
That's
how
true.
Christian Bale's version learned. I want to know how you did it.
That's true.
Um, so that's where I'm at with it. I want to know David Cornsford's Superman had access to that Kryptonian message that gave him some sort of purpose growing up. Henry
Mhm.
Cavill had no idea where he was from. Created two
Right.
different Clark Kents. One was lost. One had purpose at a very young age. Two different Supermen.
Right.
So
That's true.
I think that's my 2 cents. Enough about me. Hold on, let me give you the floor, sir.
Thank you.
No, that's not the
Ash.
floor.
Okay. So first thing, let me go DC first.
You
I had to get it.
got him, and you got the cartoon version color. That's
Yep.
like from Justice League. I forget the name, but
Was Justice League Unlimited?
no, it's a newer, older,
I'm not sure,
like the
but I
kids.
figure he'd fit right in with
The affirmative action
the
show.
affirmative action collection. So
Well done.
and I felt that he stole the movie.
He was
So
great.
he was great. He was great. You know what? I spent very rarely will I spend over sticker for McFarlane figure.
What did you hunt down? Wait,
For
you got your Batmobile just hoping and a praying on that
yeah,
incline?
Oh, you can see it? Yeah.
Yeah, that thing looked like it's just one bump in the shelf, and that thing is on the ground.
It
Chris.
is. It is. Can you go grab the phone?
Dash.
What's up? What?
You're muted. You're on mute. Or am I on mute? You're on mute. I think you muted when Bash came in.
Yeah, my elbow hit my magic pad. So I got this. I paid this for a buff sticker for one reason only.
Above sticker. Go
Yep.
ahead.
Because of the leather jacket, man.
I mean, because they got the new one. We talked about the new one's out, and it's missing the leather
jacket. You gotta have the leather.
How much did you pay for that?
$60.
Chris, you're crazy.
You know why?
You're crazy.
I'll tell you why.
Chris, no.
I'm gonna do a shelf of all
Hold on.
of the Superman, of all the Superman, Reign of the Superman.
Chris.
I know.
You could have got him for $60.
I know, but it doesn't. I know.
You could have gotten the Mayfex joint for $60.
I know.
$60?
Yeah. And that was a cheaper one.
I am not mad at you. You know I'm not mad at you.
So while I have Sebastian here, let me show you. So we've been really going down a hardcore G.I. Joe rabbit hole. So we have some of the legacy figures, mainframe, whose arm just broke that we're about to fix. This Frostbite.
Yeah.
He came with the Snowcat. So this is an original Frostbite. So this is from the new Super 7.
Oh yeah.
So Super 7 came out with a series that was very, very limited in articulation, and then they have a Super 7 Plus line that has all the original articulation as the original figures. So this is Wild Bill from the Super 7 Plus.
Okay.
Gung Ho, legacy figure.
I remember him.
Yep. Forgot this dude's name.
But he's wearing a backpack.
Yeah, he's a backpack and he has a helmet. I forgot his name, but
does he watch retro G.I. Joe cartoons?
We do. We watch G.I. Joe. You know why? Because I did it again. Hold on.
No, I hear you.
Okay. You know why? Because you know what's funny? G.I. Joe was really a tool to sell toys to kids.
Mm-hmm.
But when you see your toys up there animated in the battle, even to this day, I'm like, oh, that's it. That's the hits. That's it. It gets you hyped.
They got you.
They still getting me. This is 30 years later. They're still getting me. And Space Roadblock with the removable helmet.
Yo.
The cool thing is, it's actually transparent, and we never see transparent things often.
The cool thing is they put that black man in space.
That is cool. Thank you, buddy.
Welcome.
Well done, Sebastian.
Can I show one of my things?
Later, not right now. Okay, so this is what Lawrence wants to see.
I want to see G.I. Joes.
But not much you want to see this. So, Battle Cat Man from the Thundercats He-Man crossover.
Is he supposed to be Panthro or is he his own guy?
No, he's Battle Cat as a anamorphic.
Yo. If I had to get one, I thought it would be Lionel, but it might be him if I had to get one.
Why would you have to get one when you could just get them all?
Yo, okay. Now we're cooking. What's crazy is I saw the Lionel in store.
You saw it in the wild?
I saw one in the wild and I passed up on. I said, I'll get it later. I was in a get it later mood and I've never seen it again.
Yeah, so this is a crossover between some of the two most iconic franchises of the 80s. It's Thundercats and
freaking He-Man.
So
and they give you the tools to make like a legit Lionel, or you can make him look like a crossover, like he's from Eternia.
So I have one more to show you that's actually the best amalgam of both is this one.
Yo.
So it's Mumm-Ra and Skeletor put together. So you can replace the head and put either the Mumm-Ra head or the Skeletor head, and you have like the Skeletor like vest or the Mumm-Ra robes.
Yeah. So when you open these one day, how are you going to display them? Are you going to make them as they are in the package? Are you going to make them look more like how they look in Thundercats? Or like,
I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question. I do have a shelf dedicated to, and look, it even has the robe for the Mumm-Ra robe.
yeah. Because what I was going to do with my Lion-O is pretty much strip him down and just make him look like Lion-O, how he looks originally, and have him standing next to He-Man.
Right.
But there is something cool about like him looking like kind of like Eternia version.
There is. It's cool, and there's a comic coming out, and
Is there?
well, it has a comic here. I'm hoping they come out with another comic. It says a comic included, so I'm hoping they jump on it and make a comic for it. And then I got some comics. I got the Mortal Thor. Our boy Jack.
You are such a sucker for a foil cover.
Okay, let me tell you something.
it don't matter what it is.
This is a big conversation to have. So I got Doomed 2099. You remember when all the 2099 properties came out?
It's back.
It's back, but why isn't this foil? Give me my foil, man. Like, give me my foil.
They lost a lot of money with that foil stuff.
So I got the new Absolute Batman 11.
I did get that. I haven't jumped. I have them all, but I haven't even started reading the Bane saga yet. I can't wait.
I just got to the beta. It's really good.
Oh. Dude, I wanted to get. Wait, is that VR? What does that say? VR Troopers up top?
It has a flip book, but because you flip it around, and it's VR Troopers in the back.
Is it both their comics?
Yes.
Are they teaming up?
I don't know. I haven't read it. I just got this today. But this is VR Troopers when you read this.
Dude.
And then when you flip it, it's the Power Rangers, Ninja Rangers.
You know what's crazy about Power Rangers? I don't even know where to jump back in. There are so many Power Rangers series under Boom Studios.
There is. There's Power Rangers. There's Go-Go. There's a Ninja. I feel like they're gonna go into they're gonna do the entire like Saban verse.
But they're like they're creating their own universes within universes.
They are.
Who we got? Austin C, what's going on, man? Question either one of you. Have the Frazetta Conan figure?
No.
I do not. I don't have any Conan figures. Let me see what that looks like.
It probably looks dope.
Let me see what that looks like. Chris and I are just starting to venture out of what you find in the Target aisle. We're starting to get more into.
Here's the other Power Rangers I'll tell you about. The Readers Rewind.
Yeah, so there's Readers Rewind, there's Go-Go, there's Power Rangers, there's Mighty Morphin. It's like I'm trying to just figure out where I jump back in. No, I don't have. This is pretty dope though.
You see? You want to share your screen?
It's on my phone. My computer's doesn't like to do, but here you go. I'll show it to you. Oh, hold on. Here you go. Whoop. Super 7.
Huh. So, Austin, I've been pretty.
This is the one, right? Austin C from Super 7.
No, he meant Frank Frazetta Conan figure.
This is it. No?
Because Austin C clarified, I don't think it is.
Because Frank Frazetta is the artist.
It might be. There is a Super 7. There's a Frazetta store.
There's a few.
There's he might be the Mezco has one.
But then Realm Toys has one. There's a few.
Which one do you mean, Austin?
Yeah, which toy line? There's a few toy makers that are making it based off of that artwork. I think you're talking about. But okay. So what else you use? What's Rita's Rewind?
I don't know. I'll let you know.
No, it's made by Frazetta Girls.
Yeah, I'll let you know when I read it. So,
Frazetta Girls.
yeah, Frazetta Girls. So I guess that's the outlet for it. And then yeah, I don't know what reader review on this. And I'm a sucker for another foil cover.
What is that?
Detective Comics, 880.
That looks like I feel like I've seen that cover before, but not foil.
Yep.
No, Austin. See, I don't know. I don't know this Conan figure.
Huh.
No, because I'm on Frazetta Girls right now, but I'm seeing a lot of artwork. But what else you got, man?
And that's about it. There's just a bunch of I got some trades. I got a couple other comics, but that's about it.
Okay, I said you've been shopping.
I have been.
You've been
There's
shopping.
I know there's more Joe's upstairs, but Sebastian did the best he could on a short notice. So
I ain't mad. I am not mad.
that's all right. Just more to talk about next week.
Hey, listen. I'm sure I got toys around here that oh, this Funko Pop is great.
That's cool.
I did cop this.
I like that.
This
I
is
like
fun.
that a lot.
This is fun. Rich has a bunch of Funko Pops.
Yep.
Funko Pops, excuse me. And I never saw the purpose or reason to have a bunch of these guys, but I'm starting to see the novelty.
Actually, let me show you one thing I do have that is not necessarily a toy, but
He said type in Frazetta Girls Conan figure.
where the heck did I put it?
Is it this? Is it this?
It might be there.
Because that looks pretty sick. That looks way better than what Super 7 was making. Because this had, the weapons are freaking amazing here. Look at that. Share your screen, Chris. Frazetta Girls Conan. Yeah, it just came out last month. This joint is pretty freaking sick. Just the paint app on the weapons.
It would help if I spelled Conan, not Conan. I got a giant Conan O'Brien figure. Here, let me share my screen.
Yeah, that's the guy. That looks dope.
That helmet,
sick.
a metallic helmet like that, looks cool.
I don't collect Conan, but man, if they would have made like a He-Man figure
like that,
like this, forget about it.
I think I returned it already. Man,
Well, show us the face. Scroll up. We're looking at his crotch.
I'm sorry. I thought that's what you wanted to see.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. I can see why you would get that. I should be more clear. That's the one. And this is like what, $84, Austin? See,
$70.
$70?
Yeah, $70.
Did it arrive yet? Did you get it in hand yet? Well, you say you love it, so it must have arrived. Oh, that's sick.
Yeah,
that's sick. I'll tell you what I did purchase that's not here.
What?
That InArt Superman figure. That's like the Hot Toys.
Good for you.
It's like almost $400. This is ridiculous.
Look, you only live once. I had something to show you that was like.
Show me.
If I could find it, I can't find it.
You got so much stuff, you're losing your stuff.
That's exactly what's going on. That's right. I got another one coming. It's a shift knob for my Corvette that's etched with Superman, but I don't know where I put it now.
Well,
I'll show it to you. Hold on, I'll show it to you on the thing. I had to I had to return it because I needed a different insert. But I can show it to you because I got it because I needed the button.
Why you got that Batmobile just about to fall off that shelf?
I got a
Giving
lot
me
going on.
anxiety.
It's not going nowhere. Don't worry. It's safe.
And you're a Keaton guy. That should be like in a glass case.
I'm trying to figure out how to mount these things. So
Have
there's
you seen the
plans.
Defender Superman figure? I have, and I was thinking about getting it, but I decided no. I decided not to get it. I think it's really great, but you've seen the Defender Superman figure. It's pretty. It's a
I have.
cloth good version of like that Frank Miller Dark Knight Returns Superman. And I'm at that point in my life, Austin C, where I want my Superman figures to embody hope. I get that he was the best, right? Because I feel like every time we see Superman, especially from like third parties or higher end, they all jump on like the Frank Miller thing, and it's like y'all know he's been good way more than he's been angry and evil. They always make these angry
That's true.
sculpt faces and these faces that don't smile. I'm like, give me a Superman that looks hopeful. You now,
It's true.
I'm not hating on the figure. You have it and you love it. It's an amazing figure. Don't get me wrong, but I decided to go for the in art Superman figure, the David Cornsweet figure, and I'm like, I'm only going to spend more than McFarlane prices on a Superman figure maybe once in the next couple months. But that is a dope figure.
Yep.
How's the cape situation? I heard the way the cape clasps. It's a little interesting.
That's dope that it just clasps at all.
Well, it hooks in under the suit, so it looks like it's coming out. But sometimes I think the people were having issues with the hook. I saw in some reviews, but maybe not. Now I thought I almost got him, Chris, because I mean I'm getting into cloth goods, but I was like, no, because they're gonna come out with a Superman figure that's hopeful and optimistic in cloth goods. I'm like, I should have just waited. So
the right one
right
will come.
will come.
Don't
Jack got a terrible one.
did he even get out of customs?
No, not that one. I
Uh,
forgot what he bought, but he did a review of it on his channel, Graphic Heroes, and it's just not made well. Yeah. But did you find what you're looking for?
yeah, let me show you this one last thing. My last thing I'm going to show is this.
Oh
So
shoot!
that's what I like. Yep.
You bought this
Yeah, I got it. I have it here somewhere.
for your Corvette?
Yep.
Wouldn't a Batman one be more on brand?
They don't have it. My Corvette's silver.
But I feel like you're more of a Batman guy. I feel like
But they don't have a Batman shifter with a button for nitrous. So so yeah, the other choices were they had a Punisher one and like whatever, but Superman was dope. So
wow, I'm just shocked. Usually
that's just,
you go out of your way to Batman out your cars. You throw on the Superman logo.
yeah,
Look at you.
yeah. But look, I still love Superman.
Do you? Do you also?
Yeah, yeah. I got Superman shows, you know.
Listen, you do. In my mind, you're Batman all day, every day.
Nah, there's love in my heart for both.
There has to be, because without Superman, you don't get none of this stuff. He's the
It's
OG.
true. It's true.
He's the OG.
It delivers something different. It gives you something different. That's all.
Well, that's why I don't like Man of Steel like I should, because I don't need a brooding Superman. That's what Batman's for.
Right. That's what Batman's for.
You
Right.
know.
I agree with you.
That's it. I think that's it. That's all we got. I
That's all we
mean,
got.
hold on, real quick, real fast. There were a couple news items that I wanted to talk to you about real fast.
Go ahead.
First
What
up
do you
is well, you don't care about this, but Blue Eyed Samurai season 2 just dropped a trailer. You like Blue Eyed Samurai?
I love Blue Eyed Samurai. I love
So the season 2 trailer just dropped a few days ago, and I'm freaking jazzed up for this bad boy.
I love them. I don't think they should have won over X-Men '97,
It
but
definitely
Midway
should have
Samurai
won
was.
over X-Men '97. It
They definitely should
should
not have.
definitely
But
X-Men
okay.
'97 was good. Don't get me wrong. And don't forget the pacing in the beginning. Like they were starting stories and ending them in 2 seconds. That's why Samurai's
I'm okay with
epic.
that. It is epic. It's good.
I had no problem with mine. People just aren't understanding how further to push the cape down. Did you get the Batman one to go with it?
That was awesome.
What else do I have here for you? Okay, Mortal Kombat got delayed to May
Oh no!
2026. It was supposed to come out in October.
Oh no!
That's a serious delay.
That is, but
did you just feign?
I did feign interest. I did. We all saw the trailer.
But
So.
like for it to come out in a couple months and they push it all the way to like May 2026. Guys, the movie's not going to get better just because you just release it.
Maybe they're redoing
They're
it.
going to put more money into it. And then Alan Richardson did an interview where he said he's not going to play Batman. Well, he said he spoke to James Gunn, and he most likely won't play Batman, but maybe someone else in the DC universe. You know, everybody wants him to be Batman. And
yeah.
I think he'd make a great Batman.
You make a great Batman.
We're not, like, none of these filmmakers are making definitive versions of any of these characters. They have their own take on it. So I don't know what their take is going to be on the DCU Batman. He might be a terrible choice for the DCU Batman. He's a great choice for Batman in general.
I don't know. If you look at the way James Gunn's going, it might be more of a comic book version.
Well, which comic book version?
That's true. That's true. Give me a Batman the Animated Series. Give me a live action Kevin Conroy.
There's a few actors that can do that. And it depends. There's the Robin in it. Is it Damian Wayne? Because then Alan Richardson's the perfect age. If it's Dick Grayson, you might need a Batman who's a little younger. It just all depends. The Batman figure is not out yet, but are you going to get it? And what a missed opportunity, Alan. I mean,
we say that, and we don't know what they're going to put him as, because they're going to put him as something else.
Right, and we don't know what their Batman movie is going to be. You know, a lot of people, when they heard Robert Pattinson was cast as Batman, they were upset. But then when we saw Matt Reeves' depiction of this kind of dark, brooding, kind of Kurt Cobain, young, like it fit his take. You know, so I'm more interested to see like what is their version of Batman. Anyway, that's all the show we got. I'm gonna go eat some ice cream and watch some TV.
I'm gonna go eat dinner too.
I said ice cream.
Watch Atlanta. Well, I said dinner.
Fair enough. All right, we'll be back again. We'll have more news. This is more of a catch-up show. Chris bought a whole toy store. I'm gonna have to find that Battle Cat. At least that Battle Cat.
I will.
Can you imagine?
Books a million.
Freaking Prince Adam goes by the power of Grayskull. He turns into He-Man and he turns cringe into Battle Cat, but then he turns around and sees this man standing in front, like, who the hell are you?
Yep.
That's hilarious. Yes, I'm gonna get it when it comes out. You got to. And I love Frank Miller's Dark Knight Returns. Don't get me wrong, but as a Superman fan, I kind of hate it. Because Superman's not some ridiculous Boy Scout that'll just do whatever the president says, no matter what.
He took the Boy Scout thing and showed us the downside of his.
But Superman would never do that. Superman is rebellious. Like he's for the side of good, not for the side of the governments. It works for a Batman story. As a Superman fan, you're like, what's going on here? Chris, I'm a Superman fan. Okay, you see that? It took me a long time to find this.
What was that? Don't mess with the S. Remember that?
Don't mess with the S.
Yep.
Thanks for joining us, Austin Sue. Really appreciate it, man. We're happy that you enjoyed the show. We're just catching up. We'll have more current events and stuff to talk about next time. But for those of you who watch this after the live, still make sure you subscribe, like, comment. You know what to do, and we'll be back. Same bat time.